massive impact is just moments away. It's time to get more clients. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Get More Clients. I'm your host, Lynn Whitbeck. Business owners and entrepreneurs hire me to ignite winning sales because most fail to connect, capture, and close their ideal clients. The mission of this show is to share Fortune 500 sales secrets to help you open the vault to your greater business success. I'm going to start with a story today, and this is about me, which sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. And this is something I had to work through. So we're going to take a step back in time when I had a list of sales calls that was long. I needed to get started making the phone calls. Yep, I did the phone calls. Yet I kept finding busy work, really any other work rather than pick up the phone. Now I could see the clock ticking away, getting later and later. And my level of stress was escalating. I even felt queasy. I hated the fact that I was not doing what I needed to be doing. My level of anxiety and frustration grew, and I decided to take a break and walk to my favorite coffee shop. It was a quick walk from my office. That activity allowed me to shift my focus to breathing, listening, smelling, and observing as I walked. Now, it was a pleasant walk, and my tension eased as I felt the breeze on my face. I heard the birds chirping in the trees. I could smell the soft scent of flowers before I saw them on the path ahead. My mind wandered on that brief walk. A thought emerged. Why was I putting off making my sales calls? I was always asking about my clients' why. Well, what about my why? What was holding me back? What were the emotions I was feeling in those moments? Where did those feelings lead to? A memory, an experience? With perfect clarity, I realized I needed to do some deep introspection to uncover my why. What was holding me back? Then see it for what it was, the root cause that would enable me to understand it so I could unpack it, so I could overcome and move past what was holding me back. I have to tell you, I felt lighter and better immediately, knowing that I had a plan for the personal development that I needed to do that would directly serve me professionally, serve me in my sales. And I was excited to get started and take the first steps to my new and improved mindset. So I'm telling you this story because it's important for what we're going to be talking about today. Because there's a lot of different things where we can get stuck in sales and get stuck inside of our own head. And there's things that we need to unlock, unpack, understand, so that we can do better, be better. And I am so grateful that I did that work years ago. It completely changed my sales trajectory and my career at the time in sales, and it's lasted a lifetime and helped me in so many ways. Last week, I shared how to turn your clients into raving fans to get reviews and referrals. And today, I will be discussing how to boost your sales with genuine introspection. This is what I believe. Sales is a gift. You may struggle with this statement if you feel uncomfortable asking for the sale, not wanting to make those sales calls, or even believing sales is sleazy and slimy. However, you're going to discover that sales is a gift when you use introspection and follow these 3 powerful principles. By the end of today's show, you will know how to embrace your worthy intent to feel joyful about helping your clients. Use a sales framework, which showcases your own unique style and authentic approach, which makes sales easier and lighter. List all of your accomplishments, strengths, and opportunities to help you get the clarity you need to be unstuck. The purpose of introspection is to look at yourself objectively. If you find yourself thinking, I don't like sales, or even I hate sales, then it's time to find out why. By understanding yourself, you can use your imagination to initiate and engage a new mindset. Embrace a new and better you for yourself, your business. So, powerful principle number 1 is worthy intent. The real purpose of sales is very simple. It is to help, serve, and deliver value to your clients. It's a trusted partnership. Worthy intent is your genuine desire to create lasting impact for your clients. You care about your client outcomes, celebrate their wins, and are an extended member of their team. This powerful principle is a guiding light and a guiding path to joyful sales, to feel good about what you do because of the difference that you're making for your clients. Powerful principle number 2 is the CROWN methodology. To grow, scale, and serve more clients, you must have a consistent and reliable sales framework, something that is repeatable, that you can expand. The CROWN methodology provides the framework you need to leverage your own unique style and authentic approach to drive inbound leads. The CROWN methodology is C for client thinking, R for repeatable and scalable, O for originally authentic, W for our first powerful principle of worthy intent, and N is for nurture and flourish. Powerful principle number 3 is client thinking, the C in the CROWN methodology. Understanding how your client thinks, it's crucial to attract, connect, and capture your ideal clients. What do they want, need, or lack? What problem does your product or service solve? What solution does it offer? Why does your product or service matter to them, your ideal client? What's in it for them? So they can ... do what? Achieve what goal, initiative, or dream? When you focus on your client, you can get out of your own head because it's not about you. It's about your client. This is where introspection steps in and plays a crucial role in reframing your mindset around sales, moving you from avoidance or ick to intentional selling. So let's dive into some of the things that could be holding you back and where introspection is going to enable you to get unstuck. And the first one are self-limiting beliefs. And everyone has these, okay, to some degree or another. So, what are self-limiting beliefs? No matter how accomplished and successful, we all experience occasional self-doubt and bumps in the road, especially in sales. Now, sometimes it goes deeper and we actually have a self-limiting belief that's keeping us from moving past what could become a brick wall. And this self-limiting belief is something that you need to do the introspection on to discover, to really reveal it so that you can understand it and break it down and then put it into pieces so that you can move forward. And I have an exercise that you can help you reframe your mindset and really sort of look at some of these self-limiting beliefs. Now, you can keep it at your desk once you've finished with it, or on the notes on your phone, and that way you can refer to it when you need a confidence boost. It is called an accomplishments worksheet, and it is very, very simple. It's important to shift your focus away from your perceived flaws and to your successes. So you're going to write out every accomplishment you can think of. And your accomplishments don't have to have been recognized by an institution like a university or a company, or even by your friends and family. You can and should list things that you might even consider silly or trivial. Things like completing difficult video games or learning how to sew. They all count. You can also categorize your accomplishments. Is it academic, career, personal, interpersonal? Whichever categories make sense to you and apply to your life. Because when you look at this accomplishments log, you're going to see how you have learned sometimes very complex skills. Some of you might not think sewing is a complex skill. Well, sure, if you're just sewing a straight seam, but if you're actually making an elaborate garment, it requires a whole bunch of learning that's been stacked together to be able to do that. And that is something that you've learned, just like learning how to build a funnel in your business or how to build out a client implementation, for their program. It all fits together. And you can see I have learned this before in a different area. I can do it again. So that's how it gives you that confidence boost when you're in that moment. You can look at your the accomplishments worksheet that you've created for yourself. Now, another exercise to help you shift your mindset is an automatic thoughts log. So this is a little different. And if you want to do this, you're going to take a 5-day challenge. Okay. Here is your 5-day challenge. Observe your automatic thoughts for 5 days. Now, this does include positive and negative ones. So the goal is just to not do it, no judgment. You're just literally, when you have a thought like, oh, I don't want to do this, or, oh, I hate this, or I don't like this, or this seems silly. Just these thoughts that come into your head, these automatic thoughts, write them down. And examples of automatic thoughts could be, everyone thinks my sales technique is too pushy. That's probably highly unlikely, but it's a thought that has stuck into your head. That's negative Nelly. Or everyone else but me is an expert at closing. So, now, when you're writing down these automatic thoughts, I want to remind you, you're going to write down your positive or balanced thoughts as well. An example of a balanced thought could be, I did really well during the presentation, but I could have articulated this particular point in a better way. So it's positive, but it's also balanced. It's sort of pointing out that this went well, but there's something that you could improve upon in the future. There's always a humility square. There's always something that we can improve upon in the future. And that's okay. We're not meant to be perfect. Life is not perfect. And it's those imperfections that help us get better and do better. Now, I have a last worksheet that you can work on, because all of these are so simple. You're just a blank sheet of paper, or your notes on your phone or your iPad or on your desktop computer, however you want to do it. So the next one is called strengths and opportunities. Now, this is where you actually look at the accomplishments worksheet that you've done. So, and you need to have done that accomplishments worksheet. And what you're going to do is you're going to identify the strengths of each accomplishment and really highlight what it means to you. So, for example, if you completed a challenging video game, it probably took perseverance and problem solving. All right. I just leveled up to level 50 in Pokemon Go. Woohoo. Now, anyone who plays Pokemon Go, that's like the highest level that's achievable in the game. And that's one of those things. It took me perseverance. It took a lot of time. Um, and it was one of those things that is like, okay, I kept at it. I kept working at it. I kept doing it to get there. So those are the types of things that you can write down, because that is an accomplishment and that was a strength, that I stayed with it, kept working at it to get there. So it's important that you're not shy or humble during this process. As you list each strength, from that accomplishments worksheet, you should also think about how it could help you with your current sales or your sales process. You can also think about how it can help you in your own life, your day-to-day. Now, this will hopefully help you to feel more prepared to tackle whatever project you have on hand or sales initiative that you personally have, and feel confident doing so, because you've seen how you've done these things before. Now, once you've identified your strengths and you've listed all those, now you're going to look for opportunities. A really positive way to start your list of opportunities is by referring back again to that list of accomplishments. You can also look at the other form that I had explained how to fill out, which was your automatic thoughts log, because that automatic thoughts log is going to have some positives and some balanced statements on there. So when you're working on the opportunities, you're going to look and to find gaps, either in your strengths or in your accomplishments, those balanced thoughts, those automatic thoughts. And what's a gap in the strength or your skill set, such as, I did really well at the presentation, but I could have made a better point in this area. Well, that's an opportunity. That balanced automatic thought has an opportunity, has a strength there too. And you can use both of the previous worksheets so you can identify these gaps, and you can look at mistakes and setbacks if you're feeling up to it, right? Or those negative thoughts. And you can look at them and say, well, why am I having this negative thought? What's really going on? I don't want you to think of these gaps as permanent flaws, because they're not. They're not. It just means that you need to do some mindset growth work, some personal development to break them down. These gaps are opportunities for you to gain new skills and strengths, to reframe your mindset so that you can be better and do better. I want you to write down how you can learn these new skills and gain those strengths. And what do you plan to use for your method of growth? So, pursuing my exercises like the ones I've described, listening to a bunch of different episodes we have going on to our website. We have all types of resources for you to help you in this. And you can always reach out to me if you feel that you need a personal development coach. I have some great referrals for you, and I'll be happy to send them your way and connect the two of you together. At the end of the day, sales is joyful when your mindset and your mission and your matchless self come together. The missing puzzle piece falls into place, and you have a blueprint to close more sales with ease. The crown methodology, the powerful principle to create a repeatable, scalable process. The worthy intent, where you joyfully help and serve your clients, creating lasting impact. And your focus on the client why, to really focus on your clients, what they need, what they want, what they lack, and how you can fill the gap for them to make a big difference in their life. And that's joyful, that you're able to help and serve and make a difference. What was your biggest takeaway from this episode? I would love to hear about it. It's important to share and support the things you love. And if you love this episode, a 5-star review really helps keep the show coming to you regularly. Please share it as well to anyone you think it can be of service to. Also, if you want to get more sales strategies to grow your business, make sure you subscribe right now. Today, I explored how to boost your sales with genuine introspection. And the key is for you to implement these steps to stop wasting time, energy, and resources. If you want to get results even faster, I invite you to download my sales strategy checklist at petitetoqueen.com/checklist. Now, next week on Get My Clients, I have a very special guest, and I'm really excited. And I'm not going to have a spoiler alert here. You're just going to have to tune in tomorrow or next week, not tomorrow, and find out who my mystery guest is. This has been Lynn Whitbeck, host of Get More Clients, and I will see you next time.